Wave 31 Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle with 31 Triple Doppler.
Well, I'm sure it was pretty warm at that foam party, light up the night event tonight, but it looks like everybody had a great time.
Yeah, I think so. And it wasn't super duper hot this evening. It was warm to say the least, but next week is really when we're going to crank the temperatures up and expecting the hottest and most humid condition, that combination that we've seen all summer long. That is why we have 31 alert days out now for Tuesday, Wednesday, and we'll have to keep an eye on it, see if we have to add Monday before it is all said and done. The reason for it, and this is the first time we've done this summer season, is for dangerous heat conditions. We potentially could get our first excessive heat warnings of the summer season here in North Alabama and southern and middle Tennessee as we take into early next week. Of course, the worst part of this heat-humidity combination starts mid-morning both of those days and runs through the late afternoon hours. So it is very important that you are making sure you're taking those heat precautions. Yes, we've had some heat advisories, but this is likely to be just a little bit of a step up from that. We start to see probably the heat advisories back by Sunday. At least as it stands now, we don't have that from the National Weather Service, but I fully expect tomorrow those will be issued starting for Sunday. These are the feels like numbers of the heat index Sunday afternoon. By 4 o'clock, 105 plus. Those heat warnings are issued when the heat index gets to 110. We're going to be very close on Monday. This is Monday afternoon. Forecast readings there just shy of 110. And by Tuesday, we may be right there. So again, there's a high likelihood that we will get some heat warnings before it's all said and done. This will persist on into Wednesday, and then there is going to be some change later next week that'll start to ease the heat just a little bit. So at least this is not going to be the beginning of an extended stretch of this sort of stuff. Temperature-wise, 92's average. We were near that today. We'll be above it over the weekend, and we'll continue to climb probably into the upper 90s Tuesday, Wednesday. And wouldn't be surprised if a few spots here across the area may see 100 degrees for the first time this summer during that stretch as well. That is the primary story. Still have some rain that may interfere with some of your weekend plans, but right now most of that kind of winding down here on 31 Triple Doppler. Showed you that wet weather in Marshall, DeKalb County, a few showers holding on there for the time being, but we do expect that that will gradually go away here as we work our way into the overnight hours. We'll put things into motion here heading into your Saturday morning, likely a quiet start. A couple patches of clouds, but some hazy sunshine in some spots as well. 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Just a handful of showers and maybe a rumble of thunder popping up out there. Nothing that will be widespread. Don't cancel your plans. If you do see some rainfall, it's not going to last for hours on end. It will come and go. Some of that, though, may linger into the early evening hours on Saturday. This is around 9 o'clock. And then after that, loss of daytime heating. Most of that rain fades away. We head into your Sunday afternoon, and at least at this point, future radar is not real ambitious, generating rainfall. So if you do have plans on Sunday, maybe headed to the Orion, Weird Al Yankovic in town Sunday evening. I'm going to be there. I'm a child of the 80s, and I remember his music fondly. Looks like the weather will hold for that, and at least we won't have rain to worry about for Sunday afternoon or evening. Temperatures overnight tonight dropping back low mid-70s. We take you through the day tomorrow. It heats up quickly, already approaching 90 at the noon hour, feeling like it's in the upper 90s at that point. We will get above 100 on the heat index tomorrow afternoon, but probably just below heat advisory criteria. Actual air temperatures will top out somewhere low to mid 90s in most spots. If you're over in Sand Mountain, maybe a little bit lower, upper 80s to around 90 in those locations, but hot regardless of how you look at it and where you are. And of course, with the humidity, it will feel much more uncomfortable. Your rain chance Saturday is 30%. We drop that to 10% or less by Sunday, with those temperatures continuing a steady climb heading into early next week. Again, the peak of the heat is likely Tuesday, Wednesday. Again, those are our 31 alert days before we do see some relief, subtle as it is, but at least it's something later next week. Rain chances start to go up heading into early August, and the temperatures will come down a little bit. It's still going to be around 90, but that's better than being around 100 in my book.
Oh yeah, I'd take that any day of the week than being around 100. All righty, Jeff, thank you. We'll be right back.